Alright, I thought what we would do today is we need to do some painting on our figures. And this is the figure that we did. That is the Santa that we carved from the front pattern. And we need to go ahead and get him painted. And we'll go ahead and do that. So, let's go ahead and get our painting shoes out here, or painting stuff out here, and let's go ahead and get this painted. So, alright, what I thought we'd do, here's our little Santa. He's all finished, in other words, and I thought that I would go ahead, first of all, let's go ahead and let's get the shoes painted. I'm going to go ahead and just use a sort of a golden brown or a raw Sierra to paint the shoes with. And just sort of I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a very good, or having a very good holidays. I want to thank you all for, hope you didn't eat too much. So, let's go ahead, we painted the shoes here. Now let's go ahead and work on our area here that we the red coat and everything like that. In other words, all right. Sorry, I just kind of, my old eyes, I got to look at what I'm doing here, because I'll be honest with you, I don't always see necessarily. I'm going to use sort of a cardinal red, a real red, to go ahead and do the a bright red. Go ahead and do the coat, as we might say. Now, I hope everyone had a very good Thanksgiving. Now, when we get to this area, we want to paint that white, so we want to be careful not to get into there that we shouldn't get into. Well, either white or green, it doesn't really matter. I'm using my bigger brush right here, but I'll switch over to my other brush pretty soon here as we get closer to the areas that are more smaller or need to be a little bit more careful in those areas. Now, I hope everyone had a very good Thanksgiving, and that God was with you this Thanksgiving, and the blessings of your family, being with your family and stuff. These are the times, I know, the holidays, we have to remember something. The holidays are a very good thing for a lot of people, but they're also very depressing times for a lot of people that don't have family, or have lost family or whatever. This has been a difficult year for myself. I've lost my brother and my sister, and but God has been kind to our family. My brother's wife had to spend the Thanksgiving in the hospital, so she is pretty bad shape with diabetes and other things like that. But they're having a lot of problems with her. But poor thing, she has just had it tough, and the loss of my brother in such a way has been a really tough time for her. So I will covet your prayers for her. Thank you so much. Um, I hope that everyone had a joyous time. I know everyone, I won't even get into everybody eating too much because that's kind of a norm, as we might say, for people. We all contribute to the cause of obesity during the holidays, as we say. But hey, it was, as my old dad used to say, if it was good enough for my grandparents and my parents, it was good enough for me. It's kind of funny. We're all in a diet mode right now, and we should eat well and stuff like that. But my goodness gracious, my grandmother and grandfather. My grandfather lived to be 75. My grandmother lived to be 95, and good gracious, they didn't eat healthy at all. Of course, it was a different era. I understand that. I understand that people worked harder and stuff like that. But I remember my grandmother would fix a salad, and she would fry bacon to put on the salad, and then she would take that bacon after she did, and she would take the grease from the bacon, and she would pour that over the salad as sort of a salad dressing. So, talk about people today, they would have a fit if they, these nutritionists today, So, and it finally got her. It did. She lived to be 95, so it finally got her. But it's kind of funny. It really is how we've changed so much today. As we can see, we're painting the. We're just gonna sort of paint this red. We're not gonna make it difficult. And there we go. Okay. There we go. Look at that. See? Painted that red. Right there. This is a real simple project to paint. So now we'll get into, we'll get into painting the, I have a little sip of my Dr. Pepper. Ooh, that tastes so good. We'll get into the beard and stuff, but as you see, we have already painted the this portion of it. Real simple painting.